Welcome back to Mahiro's Japanese School. I'm so excited to have you here for episode 23 of our Discover Japan series. Today, we're traveling to a prefecture that's full of surprises. A place where you can walk with dinosaurs, stand on dramatic cliff edges, find spiritual peace in ancient temples, and enjoy some of the freshest seafood in Japan. We're exploring Fukui Prefecture. Fukui is located on the western coast of Japan, facing the Sea of Japan. While it might not be as famous as Tokyo or Kyoto, this hidden gem is packed with unique attractions that you won't find anywhere else in the country. From world-class dinosaur discoveries to stunning natural coastlines to centuries-old Zen temples, Fukui is seriously underrated. So grab your explorer's hat, because we're about to discover why. Fukui deserves a spot on your Japan travel bucket list. 1. Fukui Prefectural Dinosaur Museum, Jurassic Japan. Our first stop is something totally unexpected in Japan, one of the world's leading dinosaur museums. The Fukui Prefectural Dinosaur Museum is located in Katsuyama City, and trust me, this place is incredible. First, let's talk about the building itself. This massive silver dome looks like a spaceship landed in the mountains. The architecture is absolutely striking, and it sets the tone for the amazing experience inside. When you step inside, you're greeted by over 50 complete dinosaur skeletons. We're talking about massive displays, including a Tyrannosaurus rex, Triceratops, and many species that were actually discovered right here in Fukui Prefecture. Here's what makes this museum truly special. Fukui is one of the most important dinosaur fossil sites in Japan. Several new species have been discovered here, including Fukuiraptor, Fukuisaurus, and Fukuititan. These dinosaurs are named after the prefecture, and seeing their fossils where they were actually found makes the experience so much more meaningful. The museum does an amazing job explaining how these fossils were discovered and what life was like in this region 120 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period. Back then, Fukui was a lush, dinosaur-filled landscape with rivers and forests. The museum isn't just about looking at bones. It's incredibly interactive. There are detailed dioramas showing how dinosaurs lived, fought, and interacted with their environment. The animatronic dinosaurs move and roar, making you feel like you've stepped into Jurassic Park. One of the coolest features is that you actually descend into the earth. As you explore the museum, you take a long escalator down into the dinosaur world. And the deeper you go, the further back in time you travel. It's such a clever design. You can even watch real paleontologists at work. In the Fossil Preparation Laboratory, they're cleaning and preparing actual fossils that were recently excavated. It's fascinating to see real scientific work happening right in front of you. Outside the museum, there's a dinosaur forest with life-size dinosaur models scattered throughout the woods. Kids, and let's be honest, adults too, absolutely love exploring this area and taking photos with the dinosaurs. Special experience. During certain seasons, you can actually participate in fossil excavation experiences. You'll dig through actual fossil-bearing rock brought from real excavation sites, and you might find pieces of ancient plants, shells, or even dinosaur bones. Any significant fossils you find will be collected by the museum, but you can keep small pieces like plant fossils. How cool is that? Don't skip the museum shop. It has some of the best dinosaur merchandise in Japan, including exclusive items you can only buy here. Pro tip: the museum is about 15 minutes by car from Katsuyama Station. There's a bus service, but having a car makes it much easier to explore the surrounding area. Plan to spend at least 2 to 3 hours here. There's so much to see. 2. Tojinbo, dramatic coastal cliffs. Now let's head to the coast for one of the most dramatic natural landscapes in Japan, Tojinbo. These towering basalt cliffs rise up to 25 meters above the Sea of Japan, and they are absolutely breathtaking. What makes Tojinbo so unique is the rock formation itself. These are columnar basalt formations when volcanic lava cooled rapidly millions of years ago. It created these stunning geometric columns that look almost man-made. This type of formation is extremely rare. There are only 3 places in the world where you can see columnar basalt cliffs by the sea, and Tojinbo is one of them. You can walk right up to the edge of these cliffs. There are no railings in most areas, so you're standing directly on the edge, looking down at the crashing waves below. It's thrilling and just a little bit terrifying. The sound of the waves smashing against the rocks is incredibly powerful. The cliffs stretch for about 1 kilometer along the coastline, and every angle offers a different view. The deep blue sea, the jagged rocks, and the foam from the waves create an almost otherworldly landscape. On sunny days, the contrast between the dark rocks and the bright blue water is stunning. For a different perspective, take a sightseeing boat tour. These boats take you right up to the base of the cliffs, so you can see the towering columns from sea level. The boats navigate through narrow passages between the rocks. It's quite an adventure. The tour lasts about 30 minutes and offers views you absolutely cannot get from land. There's also a 55-meter tall observation tower nearby, where you can get panoramic views of the entire Tojinbo coastline and the Sea of Japan. On clear days, you can even see all the way to Oshima Island in the distance. Tojinbo is famous for its spectacular sunsets, the sun setting over the Sea of Japan, with the silhouette of the jagged cliffs in the foreground. It's a photographer's dream. The golden hour light hitting the rocks creates an almost magical atmosphere. The name Tojinbo comes from a local legend about a Buddhist monk who was pushed off these cliffs by jealous rivals. It's a dramatic and somewhat dark story, but it adds to the mystique of this powerful place. Local experience. The small tourist area at Tojinbo has shops selling local seafood, including fresh grilled squid and shellfish. Grab some snacks and enjoy them while taking in the ocean views. 3. Mizushima and Diamond-Shaped Beach. Speaking of stunning coastlines, let me show you one of Fukui's most romantic and photogenic spots, Mizushima, also known as the Island of Happiness. Look at this. From the beach, this small uninhabited island looks like a perfect heart. It's become super popular with couples and has earned a reputation as a power spot for romance. The legend says that if couples visit together, their love will last forever. How sweet is that? The beach near Mizushima is called Shimogumi Beach, and the water here is crystal clear with beautiful emerald and blue tones. The sand is fine and clean, and the whole area has a peaceful, romantic atmosphere. It's less crowded than famous beaches in other parts of Japan, which makes it feel even more special. Now, let me introduce you to another coastal gem, Kei no Matsubara, also known as Diamond Long Beach. This is a 1.5-kilometer stretch of white sand beach, backed by a beautiful pine tree forest. The pine forest has about 17,000 trees that have been carefully preserved for over 400 years. Walking through this forest with the sound of the ocean in the background is incredibly peaceful. The Japanese have a concept called Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, being in nature for mental and physical wellness. And this is the perfect place to experience it. During summer, this beach becomes a popular swimming spot. The water is clean and relatively calm, making it family-friendly. But even in other seasons, it's a wonderful place for a romantic walk, or just to relax and enjoy the natural beauty. Both Mizushima and Diamond Long Beach offer spectacular sunset views over the Sea of Japan. The combination of the setting sun, the sound of waves, and the silhouette of pine trees creates an incredibly serene atmosphere. Photography tip: visit Mizushima during low tide when you can walk closer to the island. The best time for photos is during golden hour, either early morning or late afternoon when the light is soft and warm. Many couples come here for pre-wedding photo shoots. 4. Eiheiji Temple, Zen Buddhist Tranquility. Now let's shift from natural beauty to spiritual serenity. Eiheiji Temple is one of the most important Zen Buddhist temples in all of Japan, and visiting here is like stepping into another world, a world of meditation, discipline, and profound peace. Eiheiji was founded in 1244 by Dogen Zenji, one of the most influential figures in Japanese Buddhism. Eiheiji means Temple of Eternal Peace, and that name is so fitting. This temple is one of the 2 head temples of the Soto school of Zen Buddhism, which has over 14,000 temples throughout Japan. The approach to the temple takes you through towering cedar trees, some of which are over 700 years old. These ancient trees create a canopy overhead, and walking beneath them immediately brings a sense of calm. The air is fresh and cool, and there's a special quality of light filtering through the branches. The temple complex consists of over 70 buildings connected by covered walkways. The architecture is traditional Japanese style, with beautiful wooden structures, each with its own purpose. As you walk through the complex, you'll see meditation halls, living quarters for the monks, kitchens, and ceremonial spaces. What makes Eiheiji truly special is that it's not just a museum. It's a living, functioning monastery. Over 200 monks live and train here year-round, following a strict daily schedule of meditation, work, and study. If you're lucky, you might see monks going about their daily activities, walking in single file in their traditional robes, or performing rituals. The temple is built around 7 important halls, including the Sanman Gate, the main entrance that symbolizes the transition from the secular world to the sacred, the Butsudan Buddha Hall, and the Hato Dharma Hall where sermons are given. Each building is significant in Zen practice. The meditation hall is where monks spend hours each day in zazen, seated meditation. The atmosphere in this hall is incredibly powerful. Even as a visitor, you can feel the weight of centuries of spiritual practice that have taken place in this space. The interior details are exquisite. Beautifully painted screens, intricate carvings, polished wooden floors that reflect like mirrors. Everything is maintained to perfection by the monks as part of their spiritual practice. Cleaning isn't just cleaning here, it's a form of meditation and mindfulness. Eiheiji is beautiful in every season. Spring brings cherry blossoms, summer is lush and green, autumn paints the mountains in brilliant colors, and winter covers everything in pristine white snow. Many visitors say that winter, when snow blankets the temple grounds, is especially magical and serene. Cultural experience. Eiheiji offers overnight stays for those who want to experience monastic life. You'll wake up before dawn, participate in meditation sessions, eat simple vegetarian meals, shojin ryori, and follow the monk's schedule. It's challenging but incredibly rewarding. A chance to truly disconnect from modern life and find inner peace. Temple etiquette. Speak in whispers or remain silent. Bow when entering and leaving halls. Don't point at monks or stare. Photography may be restricted in certain areas. Dress modestly, no shorts or bare shoulders. Remove shoes when entering buildings. 5. Echizen Daibutsu, the giant Buddha. If you thought Eiheiji was impressive, wait until you see the Echizen Daibutsu, one of Japan's largest Buddha statues. This Buddha statue stands 17 meters tall, that's about 56 feet, and sits inside an enormous hall that can accommodate 1,500 people. The Buddha is cast in bronze and took several years to complete. The sheer size is overwhelming when you stand in front of it. The Echizen Daibutsu temple complex was completed in 1987, making it quite modern by Japanese temple standards. But don't let that fool you, the architecture is grand and impressive. Built in traditional Chinese Buddhist style with 5-story pagodas and massive gates. The 5-story pagoda here is one of the tallest in Japan at 75 meters. You can actually go inside and climb to the upper levels for panoramic views of the surrounding area. Each level contains Buddhist statues and religious artwork. One of the most impressive features is a hall containing 1,281 individual Buddha statues. Walking through this hall is almost hypnotic everywhere you look. There are golden Buddha figures. The repetition creates a powerful visual and spiritual impact. The temple grounds include beautifully maintained gardens with ponds, bridges, and seasonal flowers. It's a peaceful place to walk and reflect after experiencing the grandeur of the main halls. Interesting fact, while the temple is relatively new, it was built with the ambitious goal of creating a Buddhist theme park, a place where people could experience the majesty of Buddhist culture and architecture. Whether you're religious or not, the artistry and scale are truly impressive. 6. Fukui's local cuisine. All right, food lovers, it's time to explore Fukui's incredible culinary scene. Fukui is famous for its seafood, especially crab, and has several unique dishes you can only try here. Let's eat! 6.1 Ekizen Crab Ekizen Gani. This is Fukui's crown jewel of seafood. Ekizen crab is considered the highest quality snow crab in all of Japan. These male snow crabs are caught in the cold waters off Fukui's coast from November to March, and they're absolutely premium quality. What makes Ekizen crab so special? The cold, deep waters of the Sea of Japan create the perfect environment for these crabs to develop incredibly sweet, rich meat. They're larger and meatier than other snow crabs, and the flavor is incomparable, sweet, delicate, and buttery. You can enjoy Ekizen crab in many ways. Boiled and served whole the most traditional way as sashimi? Yes, raw crab, in hot pot, grilled, or in rice bowls. One bite, and you'll understand why this crab commands such high prices. It literally melts in your mouth. Look for the yellow tag. Authentic Ekizen crab. From Fukui has a special yellow identification tag attached to the leg. This tag guarantees it's genuine Eshizine crab caught in Fukui waters. It's like a certificate of authenticity. 6.2 Oroshi Soba. Fukui actually has the highest soba consumption per capita in all of Japan. The local style is called Oroshi Soba, and it's quite different from soba you'll find elsewhere. Oroshi Soba is served with grated daikon radish, mixed with dashi broth and poured directly over the cold noodles. Often, bonito flakes and green onions are added on top. The grated daikon gives it a refreshing, slightly spicy kick that's perfect with the nutty buckwheat noodles. The traditional way to eat it is to mix everything together and slurp it all up. The daikon adds a wonderful texture and helps cleanse your palate. It's healthy, refreshing, and absolutely delicious. 6.3 Sauce Katsudon. Most places in Japan serve katsudon pork cutlet rice bowl with egg and sweet soy sauce. But in Fukui, they do it differently. Fukui-style sauce. Katsudon features a crispy pork cutlet placed on rice and covered with a special Worcestershire-style sauce. Instead of the usual egg topping, the sauce is slightly sweet, tangy, and savory all at once. The cutlet stays incredibly crispy, and the combination with the simple rice is perfect. Some restaurants have been making this dish the same way for over 100 years, and locals are fiercely loyal to their favorite shops. 6.4 Heshiko. This is a traditional preserved fish dish that's been made in Fukui for centuries. Hashiko is mackerel or other fish that's been heavily salted and then pickled in rice bran for months or even years. The fermentation process creates incredibly complex, umami-rich flavors. It's intensely salty and pungent, definitely an acquired taste, but loved by locals. It's typically sliced thin and served as a side dish with rice and sake. Recently, creative chefs have been using heshiko in modern ways, as a topping for pasta, in rice balls, or even on pizza. The strong flavor works surprisingly well in fusion dishes. 6.5 Wakasa Flounder Wakasa Gare. Wakasa Bay is famous for its high-quality dried flounder. These flatfish are caught fresh, then carefully dried using traditional methods that concentrate their flavor. The dried flounder is then grilled or broiled until the skin is crispy, and the meat is tender and sweet. It pairs perfectly with Japanese sake. The flavor is delicate yet rich, and the texture is divine. 6.6 Taro Root Dishes. Fukui produces excellent taro root, satoimo, and it appears in many local dishes. The most popular is satoimo no koroni, taro simmered in a sweet soy-based sauce until it's incredibly tender and creamy. The taro has a wonderful, slightly slimy texture in a good way. That's comforting and satisfying. It's pure comfort food and a staple of Fukui home cooking. 6.7 Echizen Mizugashi Water Cakes. During summer, Fukui has a special traditional sweet called mizugashi or mizu yoken. Water cakes made from agar, sugar, and red bean paste. They're served cold and have a unique, delicate texture. That's incredibly refreshing on hot days. Some versions are almost completely transparent and wobble like jelly. They're not too sweet, which makes them perfect as a palate cleanser after a rich meal. 6.8 Local Sake. Fukui's pure mountain water and high-quality rice make it perfect for sake brewing. The prefecture has numerous breweries producing excellent sake with clean, refined flavors. Try brands like Kokuryu or Born. Both are nationally recognized premium sake brands that originated in Fukui. The sake here tends to be smooth and easy to drink with subtle fruity notes. 6.9 Jumbo Abura Age. Fukui is famous for its jumbo-sized Abura Age deep-fried tofu. These are much thicker and larger than regular Abura Age, and they're incredibly juicy and flavorful. The tofu is deep-fried until golden and crispy on the outside, but remains soft and silky inside. It's often grilled and topped with grated daikon, soy sauce, and green onions. The contrast between the crispy exterior and creamy interior is absolutely delicious. Pro tip for foodies: visit during crab season November to March to experience Echizen crab at its peak. Many ryokan's traditional inns offer special crab kaiseki courses, where you can enjoy the crab prepared in multiple ways. It's a splurge, but absolutely worth it, for a once-in-a-lifetime culinary experience. And there you have it, Fukui Prefecture. From walking with dinosaurs at one of the world's best dinosaur museums to standing on dramatic coastal cliffs, from finding spiritual peace at Eiheiji Temple to indulging in the finest crab Japan has to offer, Fukui is full of surprises and unique experiences you won't find anywhere else. What I love most about Fukui is that it feels authentic and undiscovered. While tourists flood to Tokyo and Kyoto, Fukui maintains its peaceful local charm. You can have world-class experiences here without the crowds. It's the perfect destination if you want to see a different side of Japan. One that's just as fascinating but much more laid back. Whether you're a dinosaur enthusiast, a nature lover, a spiritual seeker, or a foodie obsessed with the freshest seafood, Fukui delivers in every way. And remember, each season brings something different. Cherry blossoms in spring, beaches in summer, autumn colors, and especially winter for that incredible Ekizen crab. If you enjoyed discovering Fukui with me today, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Mahiro's Japanese School. We're exploring all 47 prefectures of Japan, and each one has its own unique story to tell. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. Now I want to hear from you. What surprised you most about Fukui? Are you brave enough to stand at the edge of Tojinbo's cliffs? Would you try the overnight experience at Eiheiji Temple? Or maybe you're just dreaming about eating premium Ekizen crab? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment and I love hearing what you think. Next time, we'll be exploring another incredible Japanese prefecture with even more hidden gems. So make sure you're subscribed. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember the best parts of Japan are often the places you've never heard of. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.